Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network and the Third Coast Racing Xfinity Series. They're kicking off their season with their inaugural race. The Third Coast Racing 150 here live at Daytona Super Speedway, a 2.5 mile oval located in Daytona, Florida, where these drivers are going to compete for 60 laps. The weather tonight is partly cloudy. Outside air temperature 78 degrees, and the track is a nice cool 74. And the rules for tonight's event, these drivers are going to be given 3 sets of tires, 50% fuel, and no quick repairs. I repeat, no quick repairs to complete this tonight's race. So an interesting choice. We were talking to the league owners earlier today. They want this league to be as realistic as possible and also trying to encourage good, clean, safe driving with that zero quick repairs, hoping you know, everyone is a little bit more cautious as they drive. And I'd also like to point out that 50% fuel, that brings our pit window for these cars to about every 20 laps if you're in the draft, 17 if you get caught out there by yourself. So that draft is going to be important tonight. You may be able to stretch it out to 2 pit stops, but more than likely, these drivers are going to need 3 pit stops to get the job done tonight. We've already got some fans entering the chat. Tate Shilden entering the chat. Glad to see you here, Tate. I believe you are a newcomer to the Rebel Racing Network. How are you doing tonight? We're currently looking at league owner Marcus De La Garza on track now. And we're seeing some returns of some familiar faces to the Rebel Racing Network. Dakota Dennis, a longtime 204 series racer, a part-time driver in the Nora Arca series, making his return to the Rebel Racing Network here in the Third Coast Racing Series. Marcus De La Garza, also another racer of that 204 late model series that we broadcasted 2 seasons ago, making his return back to the Rebel Racing Network. And we have fan favorite from the Nora series, Thomas Adams, here tonight, as well as Hugh Escobar, another familiar face to the Rebel Racing Network. Then we also have some new faces such as Michael Carter, Adam Boughton, and Ryan Branchow. All right, what is up, Dawson? Glad to have you here. Dawson entering the chat. He is a new sponsor we brought on board. He is providing the pre-race music that you see on our opening page here. Big shout out. Thank you, Dawson, for that. So Tate is his music name. Yep. And you can follow him at Tate Productions. Dawson, real quick, go ahead, drop your Spotify in the chat real quick too. We come down to 8 minutes to go. We're going to go ahead and take a moment to talk to our league owners, Dakota Dennis and Marcus Castle. Hey, Dakota and Marcus, just tossing up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dakota, glad to have you here. Marcus, welcome back to the Rebel Racing Network. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen you on here. Glad to have you guys back.
Thanks for having us, man. It's exciting to be back, and thanks for broadcasting us this season, dude.
Oh, yeah, no problem, buddy. I am glad to be back working with you guys. Real quick, do you guys want to tell us a little bit about this league?
Dakota, lead us off.
Yeah, this is a new up-and-coming league. I mean, we're the Third Coast Racing League. It's Third Coast got its name because Marcus, he's down in Florida on the coast, and our other admin, Hugh Escobar, is on the California coast, and I'm up here on the Wisconsin coast. So we kind of tied all coasts together and made it the Third Coast Racing Series. We're an Xfinity League Wednesday nights. We are going to mimic as realistic as possible. No fast repairs, 3 sets of tires. We did have to shorten the fuel a little bit and the races, so we're not here all night. But yeah, we're gonna have a great time. It's a new season. We got about 22 guys registered. Only about 10 showed up tonight, so some things you can keep an eye on. People got things going on. Life happens, but overall, we should have a good car count all season. And I'll pass it over to Marcus.
Dakota hit the high points there. We are a brand new league this season. This is going to be one of those ones that as our races go on, you're going to see our field grow over time. But guys, we're just excited to be here. We're excited to take kind of some of the best talent we've seen in other leagues and kind of assemble them here. So excited to be kicking this off this week. Thank you, Austin, for broadcasting, and Anthony Ludi for race control. You guys are really going to hold it down for us to just go out and drive. So thank you guys.
All right. Thank you, guys. Dakota, I'm having to pull out my map right now to check on that Wisconsin coast real quick.
It's a Great Lake coast, man. Don't worry about it.
All right. I'm going to try and not think too hard on that. And, he said the Wisconsin coast, but he didn't mention what coast you're on, Marcus. Is it the Gulf Coast or the Atlantic coast?
It was the Gulf Coast for the last 8 years, and now I'm on the Atlantic coast. So,
all right. So that's like 4 coasts there, but we'll see. We'll stay with the Third Coast Racing. And Marcus, you've got a friend in the Facebook chat rooting for you, Nolan Perry. Say what's up to Nolan.
oh, Nolan, come on out tonight. I thought he was going to be out with us, but maybe next week. We'll see how it goes.
All right. We'll be looking forward to that. And Marcus, I also want to bring out, you took home a win last night in that 204 late model series. Are you going to try and continue that momentum here tonight?
I'd love to, but tonight's all about luck and less about the skill. So it was a lucky night for me last night. I kind of made the right call when everyone else made the wrong call, but really looking forward to just getting out on the track and seeing what unfolds tonight.
All right. Well, if there is a night for a little bit of luck and a little bit of fuel strategy, tonight is the night.
It worked out for me last night. Let's see what happens tonight.
All right, buddy.
Well, I mean, you do got to defend your home track. You are from Florida, and we are kicking it off at the Super Bowl of racing and Daytona International Speedway. So you got something to race for tonight.
Brother, when I was up there a month ago, whenever that race was, that was a 45-minute drive from my house. So, yeah.
All right. Sounds like a little bias in the schedule here early on. There, Marcus, taking it right to your home track. So
it might be, but we'll see how it goes, man. I'm really, really, really thinking that weeks 2, 3, and 4 are going to be my strong weeks. We'll see how this turns out, though.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, guys. I will let y'all head on back down to the track and get a little bit more practice in, try and get some drafted practice in before this one kicks off.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for here. So thank you, Austin, and we'll see you after the race.
All right. Thank you. See y'all after the race. And once again, that was Marcus Castle and Dakota Dennis, league owners. They have come together to put this league together, working on growing it. Guys, if you are interested, they are still accepting drivers. Reach out to either one of those two, check out their Discord, and get registered. So we're currently looking at another familiar face on the Rebel Racing Network. That's 72 of Hugh Escobar. Glad to have him back as well. I'm just seeing Jeremy Schaefer entering the chat, rooting for Thomas Adams. Glad to have the Thomas Adams fans back in the house tonight. All right. And we are going to run through some of the field, bring some of these new faces up to the booth. We've talked to some of the old guys that we've had on the Rebel Racing Network before. We're going to bring up some of the new guys and get to know them. We're going to start with the 94 of Adam Boughton. Am I saying that right, Adam?
It's Boughton.
Boughton. All right. I have got to learn some names here. Give us a little bit about your background here on iRacing.
I've been racing on iRacing for on and off about 6.5 years now. But decided to finally venture out and give the old Xfinity car a try because I really haven't ran it. So I mainly just run the Cup car.
Okay, so this is this your first season in the Xfinity car, Adam?
Pretty much, yeah. I've only ran the Xfinity car probably like 10 times.
All right, and
Yeah,
transitioning.
at least this version of it. 'Cause the last time I really ran it was the old boxy version.
Okay, so transferring from the Cup series or Cup car to the Xfinity car, the new Xfinity car, is that a big change for you?
Uh, Quite different compared to the what I'm more accustomed to with the Cup car. Cup car's got a lot more mechanical grip, where this stuff has a lot less.
All right, and I'm looking at your driver card right now and seeing that you were a 5 times ECR Cup Series champion from 2018 to 22. So we're going to be keeping an eye on you tonight, and as the season rolls on by.
Hopefully I could learn and grab a couple wins here and there, but mainly just gonna try to learn and keep it clean.
All right, sounds good, buddy. I'm going to send you on back down to your team now, and we are going to get ready for some qualifying.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Once again, that was Adam Boughton. I'm going to butcher some names here, guys. I apologize again. So Seth LaCroix joining the chat. We've seen Seth from the Nora series. Glad to have you in the chat here tonight, Seth. Time is winding down on practice, so it looks like the official field is going to be 10 cars here tonight. They are still working on growing the league. We will be here to watch this league grow and flourish over the next couple of weeks. And as the drivers begin their qualifying runs, we are going to head down trackside for our opening ceremonies presented by Raw Flyovers. At this time, please stand as you are able, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of upbursting in air gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, and we are back. Currently looking at the 18 of Michael Carter. Correction, the 97 of Michael Carter on track. It will show up as 18 on your scoring tower. Making his first lap of the qualifying run here. And Seth, we wish you were out here racing tonight. Glad you made it home, though, buddy. That first lap, Michael Carter not able to get it done. Tyler Smith currently sitting on top of our leaderboard right now. With a best time of 51.062. Looking for another fast lap out of that 25 car.
Hey, Austin, the guys are saying to turn your mic up a little bit. We can't hear you on the broadcast.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, and Michael Carter's second lap. He was quick enough to get it done there. Sets the time to beat, but Adam Boughton just beat him. Adam Boughton ran a 50.91. Michael Carter a 50.97. Ryan Branchew now sitting in third place, driving that 2 car. Branchew currently sitting in third. We're going to go take a look at Mike Hardy driving the 7 machine. And as time is winding down on qualifying here, looks like we had 3 cars opt out of qualifying. Hugh Escobar, Chris Williams, and Thomas Adams did not qualify. They will have to start at the rear of the pack. All right, and as the drivers start to grid up, we're going to run through our official starting grid here tonight. Starting on the pole will be that one of Adam Boughton driving that. I'm sorry, will be the 94 of Adam Boughton starting on the pole. Michael Carter driving the 97 car will be starting to his outside in second. In third place, we had Ryan Branchow driving the 2 machine. In fourth place will be Mike Hardy driving the 7 car. Starting in fifth will be Tyler Smith in the 25. In sixth place, we have Marcus De La Garza in the 99 machine. Rolling off seventh will be the 19 of Dakota Dennis. In his outside, rolling off in eighth will be Chris Williams in the 44. Chris did not qualify. As well as Thomas Adams, who will be starting ninth in the 64 machine. And Hugh Escobar will be rolling off 10th in the 72 machine. Drivers take the track now. We are getting ready to go racing, folks. And it looks like, unfortunately, the 64 of Thomas Adams did miss the start. He's going to have to start from pit road because of that. More troubles with that 64 machine. And the pace truck is off. Adam Boughton leading them down to the green flag. Green flag is out. Adam Boughton taking off down into turn 1, leading the pack. The 2 of Ryan Branchout right on his tail. Those front 4 get single file pretty quickly. Dakota Dennis moving on up in the pack. Up 2 positions down to 5th. The 2 pushes the 94 down the backstretch. Everyone gets it sorted out pretty quickly, going single file. Once again, these drivers do not have a quick repair in their back pocket to use if they end up in trouble. So the first sign of trouble could end your race if you get caught up in an incident. We're expecting everyone to try and drive carefully, although the 2 and the 94, Ryan Branchout and Adam Boughton, saw them giving each other a couple pushes here early on. Thomas Adams now on track after having to start in the pits, already falling a lap down. Adams missing the start. That's going to be a tough break for him. He's got to hold on to try and catch back up here, but he does not have the advantage of the draft, so could find himself 2 laps down here early on. See Chris Williams up there, tried running the high side. He has dropped back to 9th now. Hugh Escobar now hopping up high as well. Marcus De La Garza thinking about going with him in that 99 machine. So Marcus and Hugh looking to link up on the outside, but with only 2 cars in that outside line, they're not going to have the energy to make it up to the front. But the 25 of Tyler Smith and the 97... I'm sorry, the 97 of Michael Carter. Once again, he shows up as the 18 on our scoring pylon. Hop up there as well. And we've got a race, folks. Tyler Smith looking to inch out in front of Adam Boughton. Still double file. No one looking very aggressive here yet. Only 5 laps in of the 60 scheduled here tonight. They are already a quarter of a way through their pit window, though. Looking at that 18 of Michael Carter trying to push Tyler Smith. I would like to point out the 18 of Mike, or the 97 of Michael Carter and the 94 of Adam Boughton. Those guys are teammates for the only formed team we have here at the Third Coast Racing Series in the beginning stages. Michael Carter may not be eager to push Tyler Smith past a teammate in the first race of the season. Trouble. Hugh Escobar going for a ride through the infield. Bringing out our first caution of the night here on lap 6. Go back to see what happened with that 72 of Hugh. It looks like, unfortunately, Hugh just came down across Chris Williams' nose, gets turned, but is able to keep it off the wall, so he will live to fight another day. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? Introducing Ride Waits, the Apple Watch app designed to help you skip the stress and ride more, with real-time wait times and park info right on your wrist. Whether you're exploring Walt Disney World, adventuring through Universal Orlando, or taking it all in at SeaWorld, Ride Waits helps you navigate smarter and get the most out of your visit. No more wandering, no more guessing, just more riding. And it's not just wait times. Ride Waits also offers tips on the best times to ride, general park info, and helpful alerts so you never miss out on your favorite attraction. Whether you're planning ahead or making game day decisions in the park, Ride Waits keeps everything you need at a quick glance away. Ride Waits, your wrist-side guide to the best parks in Orlando. Available now on the Apple Watch store.
Not affiliated with or endorsed by any theme park brand.
All right, and we are back, folks, just in time for pit stops. Adam Boutzen going to lead that field down pit road. It looks like everyone going to be a taker here tonight. Adam Boutten going to win the race off pit road. So here on lap 8, the entire field's opting to pit. Once again, they are still going to need at least two more pit stops to get the job done here tonight. So they should be able to make it to lap 28 on fuel now. And we see Hugh Escobar still on pit road. Maybe a little bit of damage to that 72 car after going for a ride through the infield. So our new lineup, we have Adam Boutten still in first. Ryan Branchow in second. Dakota Dennis currently sitting in third. On the move, up from 7th. Michael Carter in 4th. Tyler Smith in 5th. Chris Williams in 6th. Marcus De La Garza in 7th. Thomas Adams up to 8th. Mike Hardy in 9th. Hugh Escobar will restart 10th as he is now running again, coming off of pit road a little bit late here. Drivers have now doubled it back up. We are getting ready to go back green next time by. All right, and as they get ready to take the green flag, yeah, on the initial start, we saw everyone go single file early on, and then after about 3 to 4 laps, drivers started getting aggressive and starting up that second line pretty quickly. It'll be interesting to see if Hugh Escobar's spin through the infield changes some minds and everyone, decides to stay single file just a little bit longer in this one. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Adam Boughton leading them to the green flag. He's going to leave the pack in his dust. Ryan Branchow dives down low to get behind Adam Boughton. Boughton may have overextended himself there. This could allow that 2 of Ryan Branchow to go on by. Does not look like the 2's going to, though. He's going to pull right up to Boughton's bumper. Just push him down the backstretch. Looking back further in the pack, we see Marcus De La Garza trying to work his way up to the front now on that outside line. He is now linked up with the 97 of Michael Carter. De La Garza pushing Michael Carter now out to the front. But here comes that 64 of Thomas Adams, a fan favorite. Trying to give Marcus De La Garza a push. We've been watching Thomas Adams for quite some time now here on the Rebel Racing Network. He is new to iRacing, still in the process of learning, but trying to make a run to the front here at Daytona. Michael Carter now jumping to the inside to take over the lead from Adam Boughton. That has left Marcus De La Garza up top with just Thomas Adams. Hugh Escobar looking to join the party, though. De La Garza not getting much of a push out of that 64 of Thomas Adams. Once again, Thomas Adams is new to iRacing, still trying to learn the car. This is the first time we've seen him in an Xfinity car. He may not be comfortable yet trying to bump draft anyone or give anyone a push. He's just kind of hanging out behind Marcus De La Garza. Thomas Adams definitely looking for that breakout performance here tonight at Daytona. And this is the track to do it at. It is anyone's race here at Daytona. You know, it does take a lot of luck, you know, and a lot of skill to win here. But you've got to avoid things like the big wreck. You know, try not to cause the big wreck, and then when it does happen, don't get caught up in it, which can be tough to do. You see Thomas Adams now backing out of it. He is back way off of De La Garza's bumper. Marcus with no help up top. De La Garza now going to hop down to the inside. We are single file here. De La Garza wasn't content hopping in line. He's trying that high line again, looking for someone to go with him. Does not look like Hugh Escobar in that 72 is interested, though. Escobar now to Marcus's inside. Watching that Creative Castle car, I think it might be time for a Creative Castle. Crank it up. All right, and a big thank you to Marcus Castle and Creative Castle for sponsoring our Crank It Up session. Marcus has now found some friends on the outside. He's got fellow league owner Dakota Dennis out there helping him, and Thomas Adams has moved back up to the high side as well. Only 3 cars up high, though. Not enough to get the energy built up. Catch those leaders. It looked like we saw Dakota Dennis getting a little bent out of shape there as Marcus tried to push him down the front stretch. We've got a development up front now. Ryan Branchow, now your new leader. top line has developed with the front four now. You see Adam Boughton up top, as well as Michael Carter. Tyler Smith trying to push Branch out on the inside. And it looks like the top line has gotten really developed here. Now building up the energy. The more cars you have in a line, the more energy you're going to be able to build up, and the faster you're going to be able to go. That top line, a lot of drivers choosing that. We're going to see if if Michael Carter decides to go back to the inside here once he clears Branch out, but he does have his teammate Adam Boughton pushing him, so he may elect to stay up top there. And all this is happening with just about 7 laps left to go in this fuel window. We see Michael Carter and Adam Boughton make their way up to the front. They decide to go right back to the low side. A little bobble there out of them. May give Dakota Dennis a chance to try and pull that outside line with just those 3 cars up closer to the front. We now have that 44 of Christopher Williams joining that top line as well, trying to catch back up Thomas Adams in that 64. Oh, there goes Thomas Adams. He's going to collect Marcus De La Garza, the 2 of Ryan Branchout, and Chris Williams in that. Caution is out here on lap 23. Chris Williams tries to get it back going. Thomas Adams, that looks like that is going to end his night here. Once again, they do not have a quick repair to fall back on. A lot of damage to that 64 machine. Chris Williams with a lot of front-end damage, as well as Ryan Branchout. Not too much damage, it looks like. Maybe rear-end damage on that 2 car. We're going to go back, take a look at Marcus De La Garza. He had a hard hit with that outside wall. Definitely some right side damage to that 99 machine. We'll go back, take a look, see what happened here. It looks like Dakota Dennis fell a little bit off the pace, got everyone bunched up behind him. And it does appear that Thomas Adams' race is over. He is currently in the infield care center. We're going to try and get a word with Thomas Adams. Hey, Thomas, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
I do.
All right. I want to say welcome back to the Rebel Racing Network. Probably not the welcome you were looking for, though. What happened there?
I'm just now getting ready to watch the replay. I was curious as well. I was working with Dakota and Marcus there, giving a little push, and then all of a sudden I was going for a ride.
Yep, unfortunately, that is the nature of the beast here at these super speedways. Everything's fine 1 minute, the next minute, you could look like Ryan Preece out there going end over end. I tell you what, though, we were watching you, and it looked like you were having a very good performance. Did you learn a thing or two out here?
I was having the time of my life, Austin. That was so much fun, the laps I got to do and participate in there. I'm unfortunately done for the night. My car is toast. But I'm improving with each race. I'm excited to see where I'm headed. Hopefully to the podium soon. That's where I want to be.
Hopefully so. Hopefully no more talking to me in the infield care center, right?
Right.
So this is a new league for you. Do you feel like you're learning a thing or two over here?
I've been learning with each race. As you know, I'm in a couple of the Nora leagues, and I just feel like I've improved so much. Each race I'm getting better, and tonight I was really showing something, and then unfortunately it went wrong.
Yep. Again, sorry to hear that for you, buddy. Another tough break, but you're still in the learning process, and we're excited to watch where you go from here. Are you looking forward to Bristol next week?
Oh yeah, Bristol's one of my favorite tracks. The silver lining with tonight is at least I get a top 10. It's going to be points. This might help me later in the season as the league grows. So I'm ready for Bristol.
All right, buddy.
Really enjoy these Xfinity cars. They're my favorite to drive.
All right, we are glad you were enjoying them, buddy. We're going to send you back down to the infield care center to finish getting checked out, and we will catch up with you next week, buddy. Have a good night.
All right, thanks as always, Austin.
Thank you. Once again, that was Thomas Adams, driver of the 64 car. He is out of the race. Currently looking at the 44 of Chris Williams. It looks like he may be out of the race as well. Trying to get some damage repaired. As he sits on pit road, we're going to try and get an interview with him as well. Hey, Chris, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I can hear the disappointment in your voice. What is the verdict with the car?
Oh, it's done.
All right, we are sorry to hear that, buddy. We were just watching the replay. It looked like there was a little bit of a checkup on that outside line. What happened from your perspective?
Well, I knew there was a lot of checking up. I tried to maintain enough distance to not worry about it, and got up there in the high line to try to start moving that way, and whoever that was in front of me hit the brakes or check. I don't even know what he did, but by the time I saw what he's doing, I slammed the brakes, nowhere to go.
All right.
I don't understand why we're checking up on the high line, but okay.
A tough break for you. We are sorry to hear it. We will be looking forward to seeing you on track next week, though, at Bristol.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
All right. We appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
Thank you. You too. All right. And the pace truck has just driven off. Tyler Smith is our new leader. He has Dakota Dennis to his outside. Varying pit strategies here, looks like. Marcus De La Garza, even with that right side damage, hanging out up front, sitting in third position. Trying to drive up to that 25 of Tyler Smith. See that high line already starting to dissolve here. Tyler Smith in sole possession of that lead Not really getting much help from the 99 of Marcus De La Garza. Dakota Dennis trying to hang with him. Marcus De La Garza may have an issue with that right front tire. Try and get a little bit of a closer look at it. And it does look like that right front tire might be bowed out. The toe knocked out of the right front for that 99 machine. Dakota Dennis is taking over the lead. Tyler Smith was not able to get any help from Marcus De La Garza here. De La Garza now catching back up. Tyler Smith. 3 cars working together here on that inside line. So Adam Boughton and Michael Carter trying to make a run up to the front. Not able to get the job done, though. And they'll fall back in line single file. We see De La Garza now moving up to that high side. Not look like he was interested in racing everyone. Just dropping to the back of the pack, it looks like, for the 99 machine. We are just passing halfway to go. So some trouble for that 99. He's just going to get out of it, head to the back, and try and avoid any more carnage. As Dakota Dennis now about to be pressured for the lead by Michael Carter and Adam Boughton. Michael Carter now getting a run on that high side with a push from his teammate Adam. Dakota Dennis still holding on to that lead.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic?
Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. We are going to go get ready to head away for a quick commercial break.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show. Whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd, Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly low, race pro. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before.
All right, and we are back. Dakota Dennis. Still in charge of this one. Still feeling the pressure from Michael Carter there, though. Dakota Dennis now slides up to the middle of the track. He's going to have to fall in line behind Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith back still in second, but he is looking to take over the lead here on that bottom line. All right, ZPR Motorsports. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Tyler Smith, your new leader. Dakota Dennis in second. Right behind him, Michael Carter trying to get a run on the outside with a push from teammate Adam Boughton. Hugh Escobar, though, looking to move up to the high side. Keeping an eye on this teammate duo of Adam Boughton and Michael Carter. They are fast, even just only two of them work on that outside line. If I had to take a guess at who's going to win this race, I would bet one of those two right now, but it is Daytona, and anything can happen here. We're now down to 24 laps to go. Just 4 laps, about 4 laps until they're in the pit window of being able to make it to the end on fuel. All right, they're now approaching the lap traffic of Ryan Branchow, that 2 car. Front 4 going to get by him clean. Dakota Dennis and Tyler Smith working together very well. Michael Carter now going to fall in line behind those two. Bring teammate Adam Boughton with them. He looked like the 7 of Mike Hardy, way out of line there, going below the yellow line. He is now falling behind Marcus De La Garza, who's got that right front wheel damage. Hardy having some trouble here tonight as well. Those front 4, though, have broken away from the pack. We're coming down to 21 laps to go. Dakota Dennis going to move up the track, looking to get by Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith going to get some help, though, from Michael Carter. Michael Carter trying to link up to that back bumper, pushing him down the back stretch. So Dakota having to move up the track there. That's going to be a tough break for that 19 car. Tyler Smith now blinking out. That can be dangerous, especially here at Daytona. Now 20 to go. Tyler Smith might be sitting in a tough spot here with two teammates right behind him as time is winding down in this one. They're now in that pit window to be able to make it all the way on fuel. Looking at the stint length here, this next time by, it will be the longest green flag run they have had. Longest run they've had to make on fuel. Expecting to see green flag pit stops in the next couple laps or so. This will be interesting to see when everyone decides to pit under these green flag conditions. We can already expect Michael Carter and Adam Boughton to go down pit road together and try and work together to maintain the lead. Looking through the voice chats, Tyler Smith in a voice chat all by himself may not be available to talk strategy with any of these other drivers about when to pit. Thomas, we are sad to see you out of the race. We would love to see you back out on track. But I tell you what, here at Third Coast Racing, it is as real as it gets. There are no do-overs, unfortunately. Now down to 17 to go. No one has come down pit road yet. All right, here we go. Looks like Michael Carter and Adam Boughton going to stay out. Tyler Smith heads down pit road. Dakota Dennis follows. Hugh Escobar, Mike Hardy, and Marcus De La Garza as well. This is a development. This could hurt Michael Carter and Adam Boughton if these guys can all get off of pit road together. Everyone taking full fuel, and it looks like they're going to be able to exit pit road together here. Looks like Chris Williams able to get back out on track there. Michael Carter and Adam Boughton going to head down pit road now a lap later. When they come out, though, it's only going to be those two available to help each other with a draft. Tyler Smith, Dakota Dennis in close proximity to each other. Possibly going to get some help from the 7 of Mike Hardy. Hugh Escobar late off of pit road, though. So Tyler Smith and Dakota Dennis linking back up. Dakota Dennis going to try and drive right up to that bumper as they approach Chris Williams. Tyler Smith back to the lead here. Dakota Dennis in second. Michael Carter and Adam Boughton now running 4th and 5th. Those two are going to have to work it really hard to catch back up to these leaders in these 15 laps. They do have Marcus de la Garza, who they can draft off of, but Marcus de la Garza not going to be too much of a help with that right side damage to that 99 machine. Currently a 7-second gap between Carter and Michael Carter and Tyler Smith. That pit stop strategy may have just won the race for Tyler Smith or Dakota Dennis here. They're now approaching the 72 of Hugh Escobar, going to put him a lap down. Chris Williams able to get that car repaired. Looks like almost fully now hanging on to them with the draft. These 5 cars here may be able to build up the energy, but Hugh Escobar dropping back here, and the 7 of Mike Hardy is well going to stay off these leaders. Looking back at our lap times, Michael Carter and Adam Boughton dropping back now to 8 seconds behind the leader. They do not have the energy built up. It is just those two guys working together. Do not have the energy built up to maintain the speed of Tyler Smith, Dakota Dennis, and now with help from Mike Hardy as well as lap car Chris Williams. If we do not see another caution in this one, we may be looking at our top 3 right here. We are now coming down to 10 laps to go. Car pack. We're going to go back, check on Marcus de la Garza out there all by himself, still dealing with that right side damage. Looks like he is fighting just to keep that car straight as he goes down the front stretch. And we have the tandem of Michael Carter and Adam Boughton. Still losing time on Tyler Smith and Dakota Dennis. I'm expecting Tyler Smith and Dakota Dennis just sit there and ride single file till that last lap, and then the gloves will come off. I would expect to see Dakota Dennis to be very aggressive on that last lap, leaving Tyler Smith out to dry. I tell you what, if I'm sitting in Dakota Dennis's seat right now, I am giggling with joy. He has got the power. He's going to make a move to the high side now, though. Leaving Tyler Smith out to dry. Mike Hardy goes with Dakota Dennis as well as Chris Williams. An early, a move that may have been too early for Dakota Dennis to take the lead. Thomas Adams saying at least he will lead the league in DNFs. I don't know if that's a stat you want, Thomas, but, if it makes you happy, roll with it. Once again, Thomas Adams, the only car out of the race tonight. Tyler Smith now looking back to the outside as Mike Hardy blinks out. At this point, it is any one of these three drivers has a shot at winning the race as we come down to 6 laps to go. I think the person with the real advantage here, though, is going to be that 7 of Mike Hardy sitting back there in second. He has the power to leave Dakota Dennis out to dry and try and make a move on the high side. He could back off of his back bumper just a little bit. Dakota Dennis loses that push. Mike Hardy would still get the draft off that 19 car, though. He makes that move at the right time. He could come home with the win. Tyler Smith back there in third, though, unless he were to get some help out of Chris Williams. I don't think he's going to have enough momentum he can carry once he gets out there in a lane all by himself to get him by the leader of Dakota Dennis. Going back to look at that 2-car tandem of Michael Carter and Adam Boughton, they've actually started to make up some ground on this top 3. Now only 6 seconds back, but with 4 laps to go, without a caution, Not going to be enough time for them to catch back up to this pack. Looking at the last lap time here. They're about half a second faster than that lead pack. Mike Hardy's now going to try and go high. Using that momentum to try and get around Dakota Dennis. He may have made that move too early. Now Tyler Smith sitting in a very good seat to try and make a run on that 19. Now 2 laps to go. Dakota Dennis got to be looking in that mirror thinking, oh my God. Chris Williams going to try and push Mike Hardy here. Dakota Dennis going to keep it clean, sitting right there at the bottom, not trying to block Mike. Now Tyler Smith going to try to go to the outside of Dakota Dennis as they come down to the white flag here. Tyler Smith getting a nose out in front of Dakota Dennis to take the lead. Mike Hardy hops back down low. Tyler Smith going to move up the track. Smith's got to get some help or get back behind Mike Hardy to try and get that draft back and get enough momentum. They come by to lap Marcus De La Garza, who's on the outside. Mike Hardy looking to the outside of Dakota Dennis now as they go into turns 3 and 4. Tyler Smith going to go low. He door taps Dakota Dennis. Dennis touches Hardy. They keep it straight. Dakota Dennis trying to cut through the infield. Tyler Smith going to take home the win. Dakota Dennis in second. Mike Hardy in third. And we have some extracurricular activities. After the flag, some extracurricular activities with Dakota Dennis and Tyler Smith. Dakota Dennis comes up, door taps Tyler Smith. I don't know if Dakota Dennis liked that move by Tyler Smith. We're going to go back, watch the final lap one more time, folks. Tyler Smith to the outside of Dennis. See Tyler Smith losing a step on that high line. No help for that 25 car. Dakota Dennis had his hands full with that 7. Tyler Smith saw an opening. He took it. A very small hole. Move Dakota Dennis out of the way a little bit. I agree, Seth. What a finish. It looks like we may already have some tempers flaring here. After just the first race of the season, Tyler Smith and Dakota Dennis have parked their cars at the start and finish line for pictures. Mike Hardy making his way around. We will wait for Mike to get it parked, and then we will bring him up for his interview. Hey, Mike, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy. How you doing, Austin?
Good. How are you doing, Mike? A long time no see. For those of you that have just joined us, Mike Hardy was he was on the Rebel Racing Network with the 204 late model series. Glad to see you back here in the Xfinity cars, and what a way to return to the Rebel Racing Network with a top 3 here at Daytona.
High adrenaline, good finish, good league. I'm interested, man, and looking forward to the season.
Yes, we are looking forward to bringing you that season here on the Rebel Racing Network. But real quick, take us through that last lap battle with you, Tyler Smith, and Dakota Dennis.
Man, how many times was there about to be a different winner? I had a good push. I got a little loose, so I dropped down to the bottom because I didn't want to wreck everybody. And then Tyler just came out of nowhere. I think he come from third to first, and he deserved to win, though. He was there the whole time. But good pushes from my other guys. I appreciate it, drivers. Y'all did a good job.
Yep, it was an exciting last lap. I got to ask, before we move on to Dakota Dennis and Tyler Smith here, I don't think you've had a chance to watch that finish. Was there a little drawing between Dakota Dennis and Tyler Smith in the interview room?
I guarantee it. I think my motor was too loud to hear it, but I'm sure there was.
All right. I was just curious. It looked like possibly some extracurriculars. After the checkered flag, Dakota Dennis did get moved a little bit by Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith saw an opening. Dakota Dennis tried to close it real quick and, wasn't able to shut the door on Smith. And, they made contact and I believe got Dakota Dennis up into you as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the finish. I got to go back and watch it, but I'm sure it was good.
Yes, it was. But, glad to have you back here on the Rebel Racing Network. And I do believe that this was, this might have been your first time being interviewed by me, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mike?
It is, unfortunately, but hey, every dog has his day, man. And I had a good race. This is going to be a good league.
All right. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, buddy. We are looking forward to the rest of the season. No problem. Anyone you want to shout out before you get out of here, though?
Not today. We ain't made no friends yet. We'll get there, though.
All right. We appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Once again, that was Mike Hardy coming home in third, returning to the Rebel Racing Network. We're going to move on to Dakota Dennis in the 19. Dakota comes home second tonight. It's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
I got you, brother.
All right. Congratulations on a second place finish here at Daytona. Man, what a last lap.
Oh man, it was a great last lap. I mean, we had some strategy going on there. We had some cars that were in the mix there. Anybody could have won that. It came down. Tyler got the win. Great job to Tyler in that 25 car. He's a great driver. But we got just coming out of turn 4. We had a run there and we zigged and should have zagged. But I mean, overall, I can't complain. Come home P2 on the inaugural TCR 150 here at Daytona. It was a blast. Great group of guys to race with.
All right. And just take me through that last lap battle, It looked like you were just trying to hold off both Tyler Smith and Mike Hardy. You and Tyler Smith definitely made some contact there coming to the checkered flag. Take me through that whole battle, buddy.
Yeah, it's not just the last lap. We got to back it up there the last 3 laps, though. I mean, we had some guys working together, and we had a great run, and we came up on a lap car, and that put a little bit of a wrench in the plans. But, I mean, he raced wonderful. He raced very clean. I mean, he put some different strategy in the original strategy call there, and we had to adapt a little bit, and we kind of adapted the wrong way. But then we came to that white flag, and I was on the lead there coming in and into 1 and 2, and then coming into 3 and 4, I felt great. And when we got down the backstretch is when we kind of all went kind of 3-4 wide there, and coming out of 4. I got a bump, which I was ready for. I anticipated the bump, but I wasn't anticipating the bump with the side draft. Well, what people don't understand in these cars is when you get bumped and you got a car on the high side, you got to prepare for the bump to stay straight. But if you go just a little bit and catch that draft, that's going to pull you out of line there. And that's what happened to me. I got that bump from Tyler and I caught that high side draft there. And that just ultimately was what got me out of the line. But I came home P2, so I cannot complain. And I'm not more proud of any other driver that could have won that there. Tyler had a great shot. I had a great shot. Mike had a great shot. And Tyler was the wonderful driver that was lucky enough to bring home that checkered flag.
All right. Yes, Tyler was lucky. Definitely lucky enough to bring home the checkered flag. He definitely deserved it, racing up front all night. I've got to ask, though, after y'all crossed the line, we're trying to get it settled down. Look, I know you and Tyler are friends. You guys have raced together for quite some time. Was there a little bit of frustration in that moment after crossing the line?
No, there was no frustration at all. Like I was talking to Tyler before I got pulled up here for my interview. We crossed that line damn near 3 or 4 wide. I know we came out of the tri-oval at 4 wide, and I was just trying to back off. It was over at that point, and we just had nowhere to go, and we all tried to go to the same spot, and you can't plug 4 holes in one spot. So, I mean, there's no hard feelings. He's a wonderful driver. No ill will, no intention there of being wrecked. So, hats off to Tyler. Great job on the win, and we're going to bring this back to the pits here, get it loaded up, come on back to Illinois, get some tuning done, and we're going to come back out next week and hopefully fight for another podium.
All right, sounds good. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you get on out of here, buddy?
Yeah, I just want to thank Rebel Racing Networks for the broadcast. I want to thank 213 Simware Racing for the wonderful race control. I want to thank Dininger Transport, and I want to thank Lucky Dog Motorsports. They're all a wonderful part in this. Creative Castle's done a great job as well. Ride Weights. I mean, there's so many people we could thank. We could be here all night thanking sponsors. But overall, great race, great turnout, great league we got going. We got, like I said earlier, we had more registered and more paid, and life got in the way for some drivers tonight. But hopefully we get a couple more out here next week, and this is going to be a great league. I hope people that are tuning in, seeing this, and reaches out to TCR and wants to be a part of this, because we got a great thing going here, and the Discord's lighting up, just saying how it was a wonderful race, and everyone's raced well together. So hats off to everybody in this league. I mean, there's a lot behind the scenes that I could thank. I mean, you, Hugh, Marcus, Ryan. I mean, there's guys that aren't part of the admin crew that have played a pivotal role in getting this thing off the ground. I mean, we started this back in like February, wanting to get this done, and then we kind of took a step back, and overall took a step back, got it tuned in a little bit more, and we're back at it now, and I can't be happier with the great group of guys we got with us.
All right, we appreciate it, Dakota. Congratulations again, taking home second place. We're going to let you get on out of here, get back in the shop, and get back to work, and get ready for Bristol next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, and be lucky to see you guys at the Coliseum next week.
All right, thank you. Oh, correction. I'm sorry. It is Las Vegas next week.
Even better. You've had me on Vegas before, and I want to just say it now. Viva Las Vegas.
You feeling lucky, Dakota?
Hey, if anybody can have a great shot, we all got a great shot, but Vegas is one of my wonderful tracks, and Worldwide Technology later on in the season is one of my wonderful tracks. So if I got a chance of winning one at all this season, it's going to be next week and later on in November.
All right. We appreciate it, buddy. Once again, congratulations. Have a good night, Dakota.
Thank you, Austin. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. All right, once again, that was Dakota Dennis in the 19 car coming home second tonight. But we're going to move on to tonight's big winner, Tyler Smith. Tyler, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, welcome back to the Rebel Racing Network, buddy. Once again, Tyler Smith, another returning driver, a driver coming over from that 204 late model series that we broadcasted 2 seasons ago. How's it feel to be back and to be back in this fashion?
Real good. It feels real good. I didn't know how tonight would go. I'm more of a short track guy, but I guess luck was in my favor tonight, so I'll definitely take it.
All right. Yep. Luck and, maybe a little bit of skill there. It almost looked like a short track move getting by Dakota Dennis. Take us through that last lap battle, man.
Oh yeah, the couple laps before that, I was trying to see what the run would be like when I went high, and every time I went up there, I just kind of stalled out whether there was a car behind me or not. So I figured I was gonna have to go low, and then when I seen Mike go high, I've tried to fake them out and follow behind them, and it kind of worked. They both went up, so I decided I was going to shoot back to the bottom and hit them with a little high-low move and get down underneath them. Luckily, it stuck and drove it right through.
Yep, congratulations. It did look like Dakota tried to come back with, essence of Dale Earnhardt passing the grass there coming to the line. Not going to work for him tonight, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I seen that. I definitely seen that. Had me a little worried there when he went down low. I was like, I thought for sure I was going to stall out, but luckily I had a big enough run going. It held to the line.
All right. Anyone you want to thank before we let you go start the celebration, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I'll thank Scotty and Top Tier Custom Designs and Apparel for getting my car looking right and matching the late model. And then thank you to my girlfriend for sitting down and watching me every race.
All right. And we'd like to thank her too for tuning into the Rebel Racing Network. But congratulations again. We'll let you go start the celebration. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Once
Thank
again,
you.
that was Tyler Smith taking home the win tonight in that 25 machine, winning the inaugural race here for the Third Coast Racing Series. We're going to go ahead and run through our official results. Coming home in first was Tyler Smith in the 25. Dakota Dennis finishes second. In third place, we had Mike Hardy. Adam Boughton finishes fourth. Michael Carter in fifth. We're going to have to keep an eye on those two. They were very fast tonight. Unfortunately, the pit strategy did not work out for them, but they were able to close that gap on the, those last couple laps by 3 seconds. In sixth place, we had Marcus De La Garza. Hugh Escobar finishes seventh. Ryan Branchow finishes in eighth. Chris Williams finishes ninth. And in 10th, we had the 64 of Thomas Adams. All right, so a little bit of a small field here tonight. They are still growing. They are an up-and-coming league, and boy, did they put on a show for us tonight here at Third Coast Racing. We are looking forward to bringing you the rest of the season and the future seasons. Once again, if you are interested in racing in the Third Coast Racing Xfinity Series, please reach out, check out the Discord. You can find them on Facebook as well. They are all over the iRacing forums. Reach out to Dakota Dennis or Marcus Castle and come join the show, guys. Once again, we are going to be back same time next week, live from Las Vegas. I've got to correct what I said earlier. It is Las Vegas next week on September 24th for 90 laps. So make sure you tune into that and stay tuned because we are still working out the schedule for the NORA ARCA and Cup Series. They will be back for Season 2 on the Rebel Racing Network as well. Until next week, though, guys, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Please hit like, follow, subscribe wherever you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and we will see you back here next week.